Ooh, almost got it. And because the TJI is 2 3/8 or whatever, I was lucky to get my saw, my drywall saw, all the way up from here over to about there. And hey, it's still going to take you a little bit of time, but I bend and bared it, you know, to get it close, to get it as close as I thought up to this point. And now I can take my my little crummy drywall knife and just kind of see if I can't peel that off very gently. And now I can trim off any excess with my drywall knife now. See, even doing it then, my arm feels a little shaky now. I should kind of rest for a little bit. I'm gonna put that up in there. Son of a gun, fits right in there, doesn't it? Sometimes you have to clean it up a little bit with your drywall knife and stuff. But I think I'm good right there. And sometimes your piece might have a nail in it, a screw in it where you're trying to get it from here. And I just leave it. I don't try to put any other screws in here to hold up the ceiling or anything. There was nothing in there. And you remember my my initial pencil mark was way over here. I'll have to make sure to clean that off. And before I drill it up there, I see exactly what all I'm going to do here. And it looks like I might want to, the back side of that little knockout is going to be close to here. So I'm just going to kind of shave off the back side, the top side of the drywall, you know. And I also see, I know there's insulation up here, and so I'm going to have to, I'm just taking my saw and kind of pushing that around, because I've got to get my wire pushed up over the top of the insulation and then back down over there. And I'm going to try to do that coming up pretty soon. But you know, I want to. Okay, I think that is going to help. I might have to shave off a little bit over here too, just a smidge, because I'm trying to get it. I should have slid it over this way, maybe 1/8 of an inch further, just so the back side of that little snap doesn't hit the edge of the TJI right in here. I don't really want to mess with that, and I'll see what happens here in a minute to do that. But you know, I'm kind of anxious to see whether or not I can get that wire up through there. And so should we try to do that next? I mean, with this box, before I snap that piece in, I'm going to hold it up here, make a determination where my ground screw is. My ground screw, I'm glad on this one I got the ground screw up in this cavity, so I can put the ground screw on without drilling a hole. Had this been flipped around, the ground screw would have been right into the TJI. I would have had to drill a little hole to get the screw all the way up through there. And wasn't paying attention last time I put the last box in. Okay, and I can see where that is, because I'm gonna put some marks here with the felt tip pin, so I can pre-drill a couple holes for my 2 mounting screws that are going to go and mount this up in there. I don't necessarily have to do that right this minute. I can, I think I want to get that wire in there. You know, that's the main thing of this project, right? And so now, what I do is I'll take a wire from there. I'm not even going to cut the wire off, but I'm going to take it from there to fish over to this hole here. And I've got my wire. I've got my wire over here. Okay, and I just leave it. See, most times you wire, I got a 250 foot roll because I used some downstairs and down underneath the floor. I installed some light fixtures down there, an electrical outlet and some other stuff. And it's cheaper to buy it in a 250 foot roll if you know you're going to use it. And so I just leave the plastic on here. I just cut the hole here. Now I can just pull the wire out from this. When I get done, I can just wrap it back in there, and that kind of holds my wire together. See? Okay, so now, and see the wire is not very stiff because it's 14 gauge wire. I don't know. I don't really think I can push that all the way through, but I'm going to try. You know, I'll get this out here like that and straighten it out a little bit. You know, and then I'll get up there and I'll try to push it up through there. I'm going to try that. I don't think it's going to work as much as it probably could if it was 12 gauge wire, because it would be stiffer, right? But I'm just going to leave the camera roll here and see what I can do. And I'll know soon enough if this is even going to work. And if not, I got my trusty flexi bit system here, and I can try that. Okay, so I get this. See, I don't even know if I can push. My hand's got a cramp in it from doing all that cutting and stuff. Oh man, I can't get my finger. Come on. It's still cramped. Good grief. See, I don't think I can. First off, I got to push it up through that insulation. Through the insulation. This is not going to cut it. I might be able to. I might be able to dig a hole through there, but I don't think I can. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's just for kicks see how far it'll go. And I don't know if it's wrapping up on itself or what up there. And I'm just going to keep pushing it a little bit and see. Even if it starts rolling up, I might be able to get it far enough for it to go to where I can reach it somehow, a part of it. I don't even have to reach the end of it, as long as I can reach some of it. You know what I mean? Okay? Man, my hand's cramping up. Okay. Man. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm no wimp. I'm gonna get over there. We'll shoot you from here. I'm gonna get over there, reach my hand up in there, and I kind of doubt I'm gonna feel anything. I kind of doubt that, but I'm gonna try. Okay? My hand, it's just, I had it in funky positions trying to cut that box. I'm gonna have to take a slight little break here in a minute. Cause see, I can reach my hand back a little bit, but I'm now on top of the insulation with my hand. Oh, look at, oh, I thought I had it. There's another wire up here from something. And I don't know what that is. It's a very thin wire. And see, another reason why it was good that I didn't try to cut with a multi-tool or anything like that, right? I could have cut that off. Okay, so I'm not feeling anything, and so I'm gonna get my flexi bit going. I'll show you how that works here next. Now, if I had a section of 10-foot, section of 12-2 wire, I could get up there and try that. I don't have any extra of that. I could use that if I didn't have a flexi bit, but these flexi bits work really good, and I'll show you that in a minute. Well, I can cross that one off my list. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.